Fantastic. All right. So one of the things, let me just share the notes from last week. Can you guys see that?
Not yet. Oh, there we are.
Okay, perfect. So some of the follow-up task is one of the things that we haven't done, but I want to do today is really see if we need to have additional meetings. How are we going to space those out during summer break? So that's going to be a topic of conversation with everyone here. Again, you have vacation. I'm not expecting you, if we set up this meeting schedule, for you to sign in during your summer break. If Liz remembers to record, which hopefully we'll have these reminders, but we'll have the recordings, you'll have the notes so you can catch up on the committee, the summer committee. But so that's one of the goals, is to follow up to make sure we have meeting time set up at different points in the summer, whatever that looks like, that we all decide that we need. I think everyone has access. Did everyone get that done and test to make sure you can upload to Google Drive? Everyone has access. No questions, right? Perfect. All right. I'm going to take that off because that's done. You sent the email, Robert. I saw that to the regarding tech to the team. Correct, Robert? How's the responses been? Have you gotten some good responses, or crickets?
Those now, or?
No, I just want to make sure that you did that. So I'm going to take that off.
Got some good responses from everybody. Perfect. So I'm actually compiling a list.
Perfect. I'm going to leave this last one here. I sent out an email, but I've heard crickets, nothing at all. I've got nothing back from Blended Learning, so I need to follow up on that. And then we were working on our individual areas to start working complete content. So how about if we do this? Suggestion, again, this is our meeting. Suggestion would be to go through each of the big points and just do an update on each of the points, where you guys are at, if there's anything uploaded. Does that sound like a good plan? Everybody good with that?
Sounds good. Yep.
Okay. All right. So let's just start with our welcome. These are our welcome sessions. So remember, K-8 will have the enrollment cohort. So that enrollment cohort will be a Wednesday. We get the enrolled approved. You don't start school for a week. So it's kind of a welcome something that advisors would be able to give to the to their team. So Daisha, Mary Rose, you guys were doing that. Where are we doing? How are we doing on that?
Mary Rose has been sick, so she hasn't done anything.
Which is okay. We have the entire summer, so we got plenty of time.
Thank God for that.
And it's, sorry, my internet, I'm hotspotting. So I've started on a welcome video that's just more of that myth busting, welcome kind of, yay, you're here, and then we'll start on some of the other things. And then I kind of had Mary Rose go to some of the other pieces since I've already started on some of this part. So
okay,
we're checking along.
Okay, so we're not gonna, so good. So we're moving forward. Do you guys need anything? Is there anything that's missing that I need to get for you, or do you need anything from the team?
Not that I'm aware of.
Daisha?
I'm not bent.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. I'm back. Can you see me or hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Go.
Oh, good. So what I was saying was that I got started. I've got an Animoto for part of it now. I'm working on some of the things, and then Mary Rose and I touched base this morning, and she's going to start on some of the other pieces for the offline, online
Perfect.
tasks that are down below there. So
okay.
I'm most of the way through the first welcome video.
Okay. And do you need anything? Are you missing any pieces? Is there anything you need from the team or any other sources or resources?
No, the welcome part is pretty set because we have the PowerPoint from our presentation plus some of the materials and videos that Mary Rose and or the team had put together prior to this year. So I think we're pretty set on that that piece.
Sounds good. All right, so Robert, you've got a couple chunks here, right?
Yeah, they all kind of roll in. I was going to send out an email to everybody about the s'mores. I didn't think about that until right now. So I need to send out an email, and to anybody that's in the team right now, if you have s'mores in regards to setting up accounts or anything, I would greatly appreciate having them sent to me before they are gone forever. How's that going?
Gone.
It'll be gone forever?
But you can download them as PDFs prior to.
Okay.
Yes. It won't be gone forever. It's going to just be reformatted, and I have not heard back from Kelly how she wants that reformatting to occur. The initial thought is that like K-5 advisors will have one login, middle school advisors will have a login, high school advisors will have a login, and you kind of share that login. So it's going to be more shared access for SMORE for those of you that want to use it. The other thought process that Kelly had is that we'd have grade levels. So we have 15 accounts, essentially. So, and everyone has a little bit of something across the board. So Kelly's identifying who needs them, what departments. So it will be some kind of shared account. My initial thought is it's going to be shared by departments is really what I think it's going to come down to. So
what is I have a question. What is the cutoff date for that? Because I'm sending s'mores out through the summer.
I won't touch yours until you tell me.
Okay,
so
thank you.
Nothing has to be done until the start of school.
Perfect, thank you.
So, yeah. I mean, some of them, so your account will keep separate, and you still may have a separate account, CJ. You and I may share an account. You and I and the rest of the student support services team. So it could very well be that your account becomes the student support services account, right? So that doesn't need to change.
To those of us who are saving our things as PDFs, though, the links don't save. So that would be something like for me to just send my s'more to Robert as a PDF. It doesn't really help him other than show him a picture of that I had a link there. So I'll want to make sure I pull the links, and you guys, if there are links you want on yours, you're going to want to save those links as well.
I was looking at one of my PDFs earlier. Now I had a link attached to a button, and that did work because I was testing.
Good. Maybe I didn't do it correctly.
But I had to hit it a couple of times before it happened.
The computer or the link?
No, the computer's been nice to me.
Don't forget, it's $100 to replace them. So just kidding.
Wait, only $100?
I think so.
Sign me up for 4 of them.
I was about to say, I know I'm spending my 301 money.
I think it's $100 if your computer breaks to replace it. I think. I could.
If it's your fault.
It'll be $100 worth of therapy.
Yeah.
It'll be $100 worth of therapy for me at this point.
No kidding, because the going rate's $150 an hour.
That's so funny.
Sure, see, there you go.
There you go. That's how I'm spending my 301 money.
It's like our own version of what's it? Office Space. Office Space. That movie.
I think it's
with the printer.
Yeah,
Have you heard of rage rooms? There's one here in Tempe. It's a rage room, and for $12 you get like 15 minutes and a bunch of breakables, glasses, vases, plates, and then you can have a corporate team building rage room where we get old monitors, we get an old printer, baseball bat, a crowbar.
No, never heard of that.
Yeah, I'll just send you guys a link.
I can do the dishes.
I know what we're doing for PD.
That's a riot. That's hysterical. Never heard of that. Oh well, I'm older. I take my rage out other ways. Just kidding.
I'm thinking about making bread and being mean to that dough.
So funny.
Such violent little ladies.
Exactly. A little bit concerned, I gotta tell you.
It's the quiet ones you gotta watch out for. It's the quiet ones you gotta watch out for.
Quiet ones, that is very true. All right, so Robert, how to set up accounts and everything like that. So you are still getting s'mores from team, right?
Yeah, I'm going to send out an email asking for s'mores, and then I've been perusing K-12's help site for content and information in regards to. And I think we have on our FAST website multiple videos. I have not gone to that yet.
Yeah. Julie, did you send your list that you sent today of all those K-12 videos, did you send that to the team? I forget who's on that email.
Yes, ma'am, to our little group.
Okay, so Julie has a whole list, Robert, and I think that'll be beneficial for you, of all K-12 videos that she identified too. So that'll probably we'll probably have some of this information. Would you agree with that, Julie?
Oh yeah, exactly. It's got how to set up the student account, how to set up the learning coach account, how to log in initially.
Yeah, this came out after I did several hours worth of perusing.
I got you covered, Robert. It's in the drive too, so it's there for you.
Are we okay, Robert? I know you have other stuff. Is there anything else on this particular section?
No, the only thing I need is money, money and time.
I have no money. And time, I have no time either. So I'm not sure what to do for you. I've got nothing for you.
Okay.
God, I'm useless. Is that what we're saying? We're saying I'm useless. I get it. I'm okay with that. Okay. So welcome to Online Learning Middle School, High School. Julie, this is your dealio.
I'm working on it. Our lovely Miss Bonnie sent me her video, which was great, but I think I might do a Powtoon just to make it more cartoonish. Like every Powtoon that you guys have done has just been great. Bonnie's video is great, but I am working on that. And then that is going to be for, I did start it, but that's for K-5 and then middle and high school, right? Like,
Okay.
So
department specific. Don't forget, we're doing this for Insight too, right? I think middle school, high school would be the same for Insight too, so it doesn't really matter. Okay.
It is, yeah. And there's a difference between the welcome back to online middle school and welcome to online, not middle school, but welcome back and then the welcome to online.
Don't forget, 6th grade, no matter what, is going to have to take this.
Okay.
So 6th grade has a transition that they have to take it. All new students would have to take it. And I feel like 8th grade is 6th grade. It's just 6th grade and middle school, any new student. So 6th grade would have, 5th grade to 6th grade. Sorry, right?
Well, 6th grade is the new platform.
6th grade is the new platform. So it's 6th grade has to do this for the middle school, high school platform. And any new student has to do this. So they're the ones that have to complete this. So when you're targeting this, make sure that that's who your target audience is going to be, if that makes sense.
And then are they going to have the welcome back to online school?
Returning students are not going to need to take it other than a 6th grade student. So returning 7th grade, 8th grader, they do not need to take this. Only new families are going to be required to take this.
Okay, so then I'll just not even talk about the welcome back to online.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Except for 6th graders. So a 6th grade student, even if they're returning, they still need to do a welcome to online learning.
Right. So welcome to online learning has more lessons that they need to complete. The welcome back has like one lesson.
Yeah. So don't talk about welcome back, but yeah, that won't be, they're not going to be doing that.
Okay. And then for K-5, it's still welcome to online.
Whatever that.
WOL.
Correct. I think it's OLL, is it, or IOL? Isn't it IOL?
It's the OLL, but in the title of the thing, it is welcome to online learning. So in what the parents see is the welcome word first, the WO, but we always reference it as the online learning course.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
6th grade students and only the welcome to online learning course, not welcome back, right?
Right. Yeah. So welcome and not welcome back. Yes. Perfect.
Okay. Anything else, love?
I would just like to say I had not found a video from K-12 regarding that class. Of all the gazillion videos they have in there, they don't have a professional one done yet of that welcome to online school, online learning course.
We have demos on that, don't we, Daisha?
I feel like we do. Bonnie did one.
Bonnie did one.
A walkthrough, like, because there's so many little pieces that the middle school, high school side needs. But I don't think there's any like cute, fun or tutorial videos other than what Bonnie put together.
So this isn't updated. I don't know what you have. I have updated demo accounts from February 21st, which I'm sure is what we gave to Bonnie. I'm just going to pull these over here to see what these look like. Give me 1 second. Julie, have you seen these at all?
I don't think Bonnie did it with those. Bonnie did it in, I want to say the fall or late winter, early winter, whatever. I don't think she did these demo accounts. Because this is from just the spring, is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah, she didn't use these.
I'm wondering if we need to have that be a piece of what these demo accounts. So I have not logged into any of them. do we all want to take a piece at looking at these?
This might be helpful to all of us.
Yeah. I'm going to send this out to this team. Hang on one second. Let me do that real quick. So here's a list. Do you think just this team or all our teams, Daisha?
I think it would be helpful to the whole team, because who knows what little piece of it they may want to pull out, and it's more current images. Okay. Not that they've changed, but who knows?
Some of them may have. Who knows? Okay,
yeah, so I'm second semester demo account, so that's great.
Send this out to everybody just in case, so everyone's got this. And it is by grade level, so you can go into specific grade levels. Okay. Okay, so I started that. I'm going to just go like that, go like that, go like that. Oh my God. Okay, so Liz to send out, Liz to email to team all updated demo accounts. Okay. Anything else, Julie?
So before my students' courses are completely wiped clean, I'll go snag some of those Welcome to Online Learning course images from their actual class and make it, not include their name, but then that way we can have it like on a handout or something.
Okay.
But I'll get that.
Okay, good. Okay. Jen. And I hate when I highlight because it really just messes me up.
Just do backspace right there, Liz. There you go.
It takes away my bullet point.
And then hit delete. Oh, you don't want to. Okay, never mind.
I don't know. It's not working. That's what I've been doing, but it doesn't really seem to want to cooperate with me.
Okay.
There we go. All right. All right. So Jen. Did you see that information, the one thing that Megan wants to, I sent that over to you, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. Do you guys want like me just doing a video of me talking like I'm talking to you, like the family? Or do you want me to go ahead and do like an Animoto or Powtoon? I mean, I can.
So I don't want to tell you what to do. I want you to, you just be creative. So let's see. I feel like we sent this out beginning of the year. Okay, so this is what Megan would like to see.
Right.
Hello and welcome. So this is like a dialogue she's already created. I think this can be a video. I think this can be an infographic. I think this can be a lot of different things.
Right.
I don't think you need to limit this to just a video. I think a video is a great thing, but it, again, picks up those excellent attendance habits of what we're looking at, right?
Absolutely.
So I would say, what do you guys think? This is something that was requested from operations that we create a video that we're already doing, and I already said we're going to be doing this, that talks about what excellent attendance habits are, right? Mm-hmm. So this is what she would like included. I think you probably want to tweak some of this verbiage, Jen, a little bit. I don't know if it has to be exactly like this.
Okay.
Question.
Like we pointed out that different people learn differently, so that's why I was thinking, K5, we'd do a Powtoon. For the middle school, high school, we could do an Animoto, and then for those that just, it still doesn't click, or they don't want to go through all that, I could just do a regular introductory, I am who I am, and then just go ahead and go through the spiel, have, the grade level, the little grid there in the video to help me explain as a visual as I'm going through.
I think an infographic too for some of this stuff might be a pretty neat way to like have a handout for all the families across the board. Just short, simple, visual tool.
Fun. Mm-hmm. Wendy, you had a question. Huh?
Yeah. Well, it just seems like we have a lot of overlap. So maybe I'm a little bit confused. So is this another video that they watch with the Strong Start, or is this, I just seems like we're getting so many resources. Is it going to be overwhelming to advisors? I mean, this just seems like, I thought we already had something like this attendance thing, and so there's another thing they have to watch.
What attendance? This is the attendance thing. What are you talking about?
Doesn't K-12 have an attendance? I mean, it seems, are we duplicating what K-12 already has, I guess is what I'm asking.
That's a good, okay. I don't know the answer because I don't know how good K-12 is. K-12 would not be school specific. I don't think K-12 is going to give this level of detail because every state is different. So if we had to choose between K-12 and ours, we need our families to have this information.
So they're going to watch this instead of the K-12 video.
I would absolutely say, because K-12 is not going to be, I don't believe that K-12 would be that specific, because it's more, they are going to do a general attendance is important and learning coach, you need to update it.
Whereas, and how to update the attendance.
Correct.
Well, we do have some videos like that Mary Rose has done. I've seen Mary Rose's, and I've also seen it was part of a welcome thing that we did a couple of years back that was kind of similar to this.
Jen has that really good why attendance matters video too, right, Jen, that you did at the beginning of the
one from last year, the Powtoon video? Is that what
from last year?
Yeah, would this be another requirement though for Strong Start? I mean, we're going to give them a list of videos that we want them to watch. Is that?
No, that is not the point of this. So let me back up a little bit, Wendy. So the point of all of this is that an advisor, we're creating a toolbox of things to introduce that an advisor has something that they can pull different things out when they see the need. This is a much more general, very general, non-specific as to what we consider attendance at our school. So this is beyond what, and I think you include some of the other videos, the older videos. You probably can include some of that information in here. It's probably similar information, but this is to revamp what the old stuff is, so that we're not going to use that old stuff anymore. Create something that really talks about what the new message for this year, this coming school year, is going to be, which is we want our students to have excellent attendance habits, excellent attendance and engagement habits. So, and that's what I see is missing from here, Jen, is I don't see the engagement. I see this again is just, so I think that's why I'm saying this needs to be talked about more of what those excellent attendance habits are. It's more than just logging in your work, right? It's more than that. It's your offline work. It's your online work. It's your attendance at Class Connect sessions. That's excellent attendance and engagement. So I feel like this is great, but I think we need to reformat a little bit because.
And go into what engagement looks like when you are in those Blackboard connection sessions.
Yeah, but this isn't important. So this is, again, and in general, and maybe this is a piece of the welcome stuff, I don't know, but I do want you involved with whatever this production turns into, Jen, because we want to make sure that everyone understands what does attendance look like in an online environment. It's more than just me as a learning coach logging my attendance in. Because that happens, and sometimes kids don't log in for 2 weeks, and that's not attending school, that is marking attendance. It's vastly different. So that's where we're going with this, Wendy. Did that make sense?
I think I've just been putting in, I've been putting things on the drive, but I think I've been doing it wrong, so I'm just trying to understand.
You've been putting things on what drawing? I'm sorry, honey.
On the drive, on the on the group drive, team drive.
Oh, it's okay. If you're putting resources up there, that's absolutely not a problem.
But I think I'm duplicating what other people are doing, so I'm just trying to understand, so that I don't.
We'll get to your section. We'll figure that out. Yeah. And there could be some duplication. I don't want people, well, just like Robert and Julie duplicated effort, right? We just had duplication of effort there. So that's why we want to try to be specific as to who's doing. I don't want people like burning hours doing something that somebody else has already done. That doesn't make sense. So I want you guys to stick in your lanes, right? And then if we need extra help, we'll raise our hands type of thing.
Yeah, Wendy, I I grabbed some of the resources that you put up on the team drive already this morning. So thank you for that.
Perfect.
Yeah,
it's great.
I think the resources are ideal in the team drive because then anybody could grab them, and then we're still using them the way we need to. And there is going to be some overlap. And I, as an advisor, would want that, because if my family didn't understand it with this resource and I pull out this resource, some of that overlapping, information is going to be good and helpful. So it's not the same format, so it's going to be a little different, but the information is the same, and that's not a bad thing. So I don't think we don't have to be super don't talk about this or something. Some overlap is okay.
Yeah, I think so, because sometimes especially when you're talking about what is a good habit to have, I don't think you can hear that information enough, right? I feel like this is stuff that we can have in multiple places, talking about it multiple ways, because we're going to talk about this. This is going to be, just so you know where this is going, this is going to get translated as we go into academic probation, right? So when we move a student into academic probation, we're talking about excellent attendance and engagement habits in that document. That is where we're going with this. So it's something that we're hearing the verbiage as we start school. We want this translated as they go in. And if a student isn't having those excellent attendance and engagement habits, they're placed in academic probation. They hear that information again, and hopefully they come back up and they are not in academic probation. But just so you know, this information is getting translated into as far as academic probation, those wordings, that wording.
Do some of the, now I know we're mainly doing K-5, right? But do some of the advisors for the older groups, do they have some of these things created already?
We're not just doing this for K-5. This is going to be school-wide. So these are resources that any advisor could be using. So some of these things, I don't know if you heard Jen was saying, it might be beneficial to create a video in Powtoon so it's cartoony for the younger grade levels. But Animoto might be a better avenue for older levels, that they might just grasp it different.
I'm just wondering if some of the teachers or advisors have created some of this too. Should we ask them for some? I mean, I've seen some things that other teachers have created that are pretty good that I have, I've taken a copy of it because I thought it was good.
I have actually just sent somebody, I don't even remember who it was. I sent somebody an email and said just that information. We don't need to get administrative passwords, because the information, it's not new stuff that we're doing. I mean, I'm sure the teachers have created something because they had to create something. So reach out to the teachers. So if you've seen something from a teacher, the caveat is we got a short window. Those teachers are leaving soon. So if there is certainly something that you've seen that a teacher has sent out and you feel it would be beneficial, I would absolutely welcome it.
I just wonder maybe that some of the advisors have created things that we might want to look at too, if we've seen those. Yeah.
Amy Hamrick for high school created this 14-minute long beautiful walkthrough of how to navigate through the courses, but that was about 3 years old now.
It's too old.
So some of it's outdated. And then this is just the get ready piece of the whole process that we're focusing on too. But
yeah, some of this stuff I think should be redone. I don't think that you should, send the same information out year after year after year. I think it's easy for us, right? We can say it's done, but I really feel like you always should have a fresh spin on things personally. I don't think it hurts to regurgitate the information. And some of it, we've done attendance videos. You're absolutely right. We have a lot of attendance videos. But we're now retooling and reformatting what we're talking about attendance. Attendance just isn't attendance. Attendance is an excellent habit. We want our students to have these habits so that they're going to be able to perform. So we know if they have these excellent habits in attendance and engagement, they're going to succeed in our environment. If they don't, they may falter. They might not be successful. So that's so some of the messaging we're going to fine tune a little bit more. And we want that dialogue to come out too when we're doing some of that stuff. So back to Jen, I think that, so some of this, I'd like to send you over what we're looking at, Jen, for excellent attendance as we pull into academic probation. I'm talking about that in academic probation and academic decline. that should be a piece of this when we're talking about attendance. What is an excellent attendance habit, right? So, and again, none of this is approved, so I will show you quickly what this may or may not look like. Bear with me if I can find it. So these are what we're talking about. This is the students should have the following excellent attendance and engagement habits. I'll send this over to you, Jen, as well. So it starts with all of this: logging in, attending classrooms, communicating. So I think that if we can somehow incorporate this information as well into what Megan's ideal is, right? Because that's what we're talking about. And we need our families to understand this is what we're looking for. This is the expectations for attendance and engagement.
That sounds great.
All right, I'm going to send this over to you.
Perfect, thank you.
So then formats, again, I feel like you can have a couple. You could definitely do an Animoto. You could definitely do a Powtoon. I think Daisha is saying, I think an infographic could be really fun. And I will tell you, we're going to have some training on what those infographics, how to create those. So don't be afraid about not knowing how to do it. We're going to have the ability for you guys to all understand what an infographic is and how to do that. Okay?
And what I did is I saved some of my things just in a Word document, just sort of as my bullets, so that when we do the infographic training, I could then sort of make it look so much better.
Is that a part of Microsoft, or is that a different application?
Kimberly's been using it. I think it's a different application. It's a free application.
I use mine in Canva.
Yeah.
Did you get that email about Canva, CJ? Okay.
I went and changed passwords. About ready to remove my banking information.
Oh, has Canva been hacked?
Yeah.
Okay, so Liz to send over academic probation or excellent attendance habits to Jen. Okay. All right. So Jen, do you need anything else?
No, I'm good.
So we're thinking Powtoon, we're thinking
Animoto.
What else are you thinking, honey?
A normal video. Just like you see me. This is, I'm here, I'm human.
Okay.
Normal video. I like that.
And then maybe a handout, some kind of flyer or something like that. Handbook. Ha. Don't know where that came from, but okay. All right. So then we've got online classroom, how to get to live online classes. Mary Rose and Jeff, you are on that. I know, Mary Rose, you've been a little bit out of commission, so don't freak, or not freak. Don't get upset if we don't have anything. I just want to get an update where we're at with that. Do you guys need anything? It was odd what I said. Sorry.
I don't think we need anything. I just need to get started.
That's fine. Jeff, how are you doing? Do you need anything? Oops.
I agree with Mary Rose.
Okay. All right.
Mary Rose, and Jeff, I did upload like this little short walkthrough in Drive, but I've already used the snipping tool, so it's got some highlights that are not smooth or clean cut. So what I'll try to do, I'll do that today for sure, is upload blank slides of pictures of Class Connect sessions and the My Schedule tab versus the Classes tab, and then maybe you can edit it how you want to edit it. But if you want to use that as a walkthrough or anything, then you can. But I'll put like clean, fresh slides of the online school in Drive for you, just to look at if you need it.
Thanks, Julie.
Okay.
My voice is trying to go, so I turned off my mic.
All right. Online coursework. How are we doing with that one? Is there anything you guys need on that one?
I haven't even touched that one yet.
Fine.
Kind of just taking them one at a time.
Yep. It's all good.
Actually, I just lied. That's a little tiny bit in my video, but just briefly. But
Okay.
I'll do more after that.
Sounds good. Is there anything that you guys need? God, struggle with this. I hate that. I will never highlight again people's names.
Hey, Liz, can I go ahead and show everybody what I was talking about by the K-12 app?
I don't know what you were talking about. Were you just
okay.
talking about something?
So,
Sorry.
Guys, I don't know if you can see my cell phone or not. I've got the family's name covered up. Right now it's showing 168 days missing. And then when you click on the missing days, you are able to see the days that are missing. And then you should be able, sorry, I think that the name's starting to show. You should be able to go ahead and go in, view details. You know what? Sorry. You can go ahead and enter zeros and all empties. You can go ahead and enter the attendance from that K-12 app, the one that K-12 developed that went live last year when we were doing the registration process on that same app.
So you're saying the K-12 app will allow you to update attendance for a student from the Learning Coach? Okay.
There's no way I can share the information without sharing, without being FERPA friendly or with being FERPA friendly, so I can't really show you guys how to do it. So,
well, I
wish I could.
I could pause the recording and you could show, right?
I think so, yeah. Okay.
Hang on, I haven't